Hi, I'm Philippe Cervesi, Real Estate Director at Corum Investments. When it comes to real estate investing, people often wonder, should I buy a property directly or invest through an SCPI, otherwise known as a real estate trust or fund? Both approaches can be complementary, depending on your appetite for real estate. Some people enjoy the hands-on experience, property hunting, renovation. They like to spend part of the weekend just visiting apartments, chasing for new real estate. Others believe in pure real estate performance. They prefer to avoid the management burden. They don't want to manage the problems on their own. First of all, let's talk about finding the right property. In direct rental investment, you will handle everything. The research of the property, the analysis of the neighborhood, the visits, the negotiations, the renovation estimates, and you need to have also the good network for that, and even the tenant searches. Within a CPI, the workload is delegated to a team of professionals who will analyze buildings, do the negotiations, manage the tenants daily. In counterpart, you will have to pay management fees. You benefit from their expertise without the hands-on management. It's really two completely different experiences. It really depends on the appetite of each investor. Let's now talk about the emotional aspect, because it's very important when it comes to investments. We know that the real estate ownership is emotional. Real estate is something that you can touch. Buying your first apartment directly is a powerful symbol. It's something where you can say, okay, it's mine. You can visit it, you can show it to your friends, you can discuss about it because you've been there a lot, you can choose the decoration, you're proud of your ownership. Within a CPI, you own a portion of a property portfolio that can sometimes be hundreds of different real estate assets. It feels more abstract, less reassuring, really different experience. Both the wealth that you possess and how you feel about it really matter in your decision. This is why it will be for different persons with different appetites. Then, something very important also in the choice is the budget consideration. Direct rental investment, especially if you choose one of, let's say, the top 10 cities in Europe, requires sometimes hundreds or thousands of euros, plus down payment, notary fees, potential renovation works. It's a lot. As CPI, the entry points are a lot more accessible. If you take Corum as CPI, you can start by an investment of 195 euros, allowing people to start small and grow with their investment gradually, and also allowing them to start sometime earlier in their life. One of the aspects that is really different is the property management. This is where the difference is really the most significant. Direct owners must manage everything. It means that your tenant can call you in the middle of the night if there is a lot of water in his apartments. It means also that you have to assume, for example, the risk of non-payments, the repair, and all the administrative paperwork. With the SCPI, you manage nothing. Once you become the client of the SCPI, you give your trust to the management company, and they will do everything for you, all the tenant relationship, all the works in the real estate. Corum will select the buildings, they will sign the lease, they will oversee the renovation, collect the rents. You have nothing to do until the distributions income arrives on your bank account. It's simple and valuable, but comes through a management fees. Now, let's try to understand the risks. First of all, no real estate investment is 100% guarantee, which means that both approach carries risks. With the direct investments, the risk will concentrate on a few properties and tenants, meaning that if tomorrow the tenant doesn't pay the rent, you have a big issue. If it's your only tenant, you still have to reimburse your credit, but you don't have money coming in anymore. So that's a big problem for you. With the SCPI, you don't depend on one tenant or one building. There is hundreds of properties and tenants in different cities, which means that if one or two tenants stop paying the rent, you still have income coming from the 98 other tenants. So the risk is a lot more diluted. Direct investment can bring pleasant or unpleasant surprises, but you need awareness of those potential difficulties and you need to have an emergency savings in case of tenant problems. The SCPI diversification is an excellent option if you don't want to take that level of risk of being exposed to only one or two tenants. The two approaches aren't mutually exclusive, and many Corum clients do both, actually, rental and hold SCPI shares. They used to have a lot of apartments, and they now keep one or two and put the rest of their savings into SCPI.